Hello friends, I, Dr. Simranjit Kaur, welcomes you all on my YouTube channel Zoology and Me. Today we will discuss about Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus is also known as Golgi complex, Golgi body or simply the Golgi. Is an organelle found in most eukaryotic cells. It is also like the post office of the cell, which helps in packaging and sending of protein to other parts of the cell. Next is discovery. It is noticeable with both light and electron microscope. It was first noticed by Camillo Golgi in 1898 during an investigation of the nervous system. Its electron microscopic structure was described by Dalton and Felix in 1954. Now location. It is present in all eukaryotic cells and absent in prokaryotic cells. It is more intensive in the secretory cells, that is, those cells in which the secretion is more. In those cells, the Golgi apparatus is abundant. It is also absent in few cell types such as mammalian RBCs. So, in secretory and absorptive cells, it usually lies between the nucleus and plasma membrane. The invertebrate and plant cells usually have several Golgi complex. These are called dictyosomes, which are scattered throughout the cytoplasm. Next is GIRL complex. GIRL stands for Golgi endoplasmic reticulum lysosome complex. It is a complex system which is found in the cells, which involves the three component, that is Golgi, endoplasmic and lysosome. The proteins are formed from the nucleus and which are transported to the uh, endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum pinch off few vesicles which are combined to the Golgi complex, and from Golgi complex the proteins are further modified and then the secretion are secreted in the form of vesicles, and these vesicles are called lysosomes. So that's why this is called GIRL complex, and it helps in the packaging and transporting of the protein to distant part of the cell. Next is structure. It varies in size and form in different cell types, but usually it has similar organization. Electron microscope shows that it has a stack of parallel flattened and intercommunicating sacs, which are called cisternae, and many peripheral tubules and vesicles. So this diagram shows the cisternae, which are flattened sheet-like structure and have tubules and vesicles. The Golgi complex has two phases, cis phase and trans phase. Cis phase is that phase on which receives the vesicles from the endoplasmic reticulum, and trans phase is that phase which is away from the endoplasmic reticulum, and from that phase the modified proteins are released in the form of vesicles. Cisternae. They are usually 3 to 7 in most animal cells and from 10 to 20 in plant cells. They are stacked upon each other, which are separated by a intercisternal space. As I have already discussed, there are two phases of the cisternae. The convex side is called cis phase and concave side is called trans phase. So from the cis phase, the vesicles are received from the endoplasmic, and from trans phase, the vesicles pinch off by carrying the processed material. Next is tubules. They form a complicated network toward the periphery and maturing phase of the apparatus. They have diameter of 30 to 50 nanometer and they interconnect the different cisternae. The vesicles, they are small sacs of 20 to 80 nanometer diameter, and they are found attached to the tips of the tubules. Usually they are the part of the tubules which are pinched off from them. So they are of two types, smooth and coated. The coated vesicles have a rough surface, and the smooth vesicles have a smooth surface. They contain secretory substances and hence also called secretion vesicles. Now the function of Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus has following functions: secretion, synthesis, apoptosis, phosphorylation, and cell-specific function. First is secretion. As I have already discussed, the proteins which are formed in the nucleus are released into the endoplasmic reticulum. So from endoplasmic reticulum, from they also follow a path in endoplasmic. They are synthesized in the rough endoplasmic reticulum and then transferred to the smooth endoplasmic, and then in the form of vesicles they move to the endoplasmic to the Golgi complex, and from Golgi complex they get modified and further occur glycosylation, and they release the content in the form of lysosome from the trans phase of Golgi complex. Next is synthesis. They helps in carbohydrate synthesis. This includes the production of GAGs, that is glycosaminoglycans. They are long unbranched polysaccharides which the Golgi then attached to the protein in the endoplasmic reticulum to form the proteoglycans. They usually proteoglycans are the component of the cell wall. Next is sulfation. Sulfation is the another task of the Golgi complex, which cause the sulfation of certain molecules which are passing from the lumen via sulfotransferases that gain the sulfur molecule from a donor called PAPs. So this process occurs on the proteoglycan as well as the core protein. The sulfation is usually formed on the trans-Golgi network. The mainly purpose of sulfation is that it helps in the cell signaling. Next is cell renewal or apoptosis. Golgi also plays an important role in apoptosis. Apoptosis is known as the cell death. Cell death means those cells which are old worn out cells which are toxic molecules, they need to be collected and detoxified. So this function is performed by Golgi complex. Next is phosphorylation. The phosphorylation means the addition of phosphate which requires energy in the form of ATP. Vesicle organelles. So important function is Golgi produces various vesicle organelles. They can be lysosome, peroxisomes, and glyoxysome. Lysosomes, they are the single-celled organelles which are filled with the fluid that contains the digestive enzymes which use to degrade the macromolecules or organelles. So they originate in endoplasmic reticulum but get activated in the Golgi complex. They also helps in autophagy, that is they use to degrade the organelles which are old worn out cells. Peroxisome. Peroxisome are the organelles which contains enzyme to collect free hydrogen and oxygen and combine into peroxide. Peroxide is also toxic, so they contain enzyme to degrade into water and oxygen molecules. That is, the reverse action occurs. So peroxisome are important in liver cells. They are mainly found in the liver cell, which helps in detoxification of the peroxide. They also helps in the degradation of fatty acids in cytosol. They divide by binary fission. Next is glyoxysome. Glyoxysome